All right, I clicked the wrong one for presenting, so I'm going to stop presenting. Hi, Avery. If I could just see your face so I can mark you as present for just a minute. Hi. All right, and you can turn your camera off if you don't want to, or you can say hello to everybody here. Say hi, guys. Hello. Hello. This is the rest of your homeroom here. Hello. All right, so what I just told everybody is to go into the atom simulation. And here's a video that I've recorded that's going to go over the directions for you. But you don't need to worry about watching that right now because I'm going to walk you through this. But below that, if you will click on the link, fetcolorado.edu, it's going to carry you to this site. And you'll click play. And then you will see, they might not be able to see this. Did I click share? I don't think I clicked share, did I? Nope. Sorry about that, guys. All right, here we go. So go into Canvas. Below the video is a link. The video is for you at home. Click the link. It carries you to this site. You're going to click play. And that's where we got to. Okay, let me just check everybody here in the classroom, and then we'll be right back. All right, good. Good. Okay, take your earbuds out, please. Turn off that video, because I remember I said that's for you at home, and you need to go to the link that I told everybody to go to, and then click the play button. So below the video, like I instructed, click play. And it should be where everybody else is. Okay, why are you there? Alex, listen, you got to stay with us. Click link, click play. You don't need your earbuds. There's no sound. Click play. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this. This is going to teach you a lot of stuff about atoms. A lot of stuff. A lot of complicated stuff. So I need everybody to bear with me. You are going to practice atom and symbol. Start with atom. And you're just going to play around with putting protons, neutrons, and electrons into the atom. Now, guys, I need you to pay attention up here. Okay? So, if I put protons in the nucleus where they go, as soon as I put one proton, it tells me what atom it is. It's an atom of hydrogen. Okay? Because hydrogen has one proton. If I add two protons, it shows me it's helium. If I add 3 protons, it's lithium. 4 protons, beryllium. Okay? The atomic number, or the number of protons, is how that periodic table is organized. So if you look at this periodic table, hydrogen has 1 proton, helium has 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9, and neon 10. Okay, so you read the periodic table, top row, the next row, then the next row, then the next row. And they're in order by atomic number, which is also the number of, what did I just say? The number of what? Protons, thank you, the number of protons. So if I add a 5th proton, it's going to be which element on the periodic table? Boron. Okay? Now, I can click this, and it tells me the charge of the atom. I need to grab a chair. Squat for that long. Okay? If I click this, it tells me the mass. It's atomic mass, which is also 5. Okay? Now, the atomic mass is the number of protons plus neutrons. So watch what happens when I add a neutron into the nucleus. The atomic mass went up to 6. If I add another one, guess what it's going to go up to? 7. And again, it goes up to 8. And then 9. And then 10. My goodness. Now, there's something else here. If you click stable, unstable at the bottom, it will tell you whether the atom is stable or not. Okay? It is not stable if it's got less neutrons than protons. So if I take one away, it becomes unstable. It's not stable if it's got more neutrons than protons. Oh, my apologies. It's got to have a lot more. Okay? So now it becomes unstable again. Okay? It is an ion. See the plus ion here? It's an ion if it doesn't have the same number of protons as electrons. Alex, I hope you're paying attention. John, yes? Okay? So I can make this, let me take some of these away. Okay, if you could mute your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Let's do 3 protons. Okay, in order for it to not be an ion anymore and for it to be a neutral atom, it's got to have the same number of positives as negatives. How many positives does it have? 2, because protons are positive and there are 2. So in order for it to be neutral, I have to add 2 negatives. And which ones are the negatives? The electrons. So I add 1, 2, and now it's neutral. If I add a third, it becomes a negative ion because now it's got more negatives than positives. Let me show you a different way. Okay, can you guys at home still see this? Can you see the smart notebook?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is the eraser? Do you guys see the eraser?
Nope.
Anyone?
No, ma'am.
I don't either.
It's by the giant A.
By the giant A.
Down row, on row.
I see it now.
Ah, got it. Thank you. Okay, let me erase this, maybe. Okay. So if I have 4 protons, protons have what charge? Positive or negative? Positive. And if I have 6 neutrons and 3 electrons, protons have a positive charge, electrons have a negative charge. Okay? What is there more of? Positives or negatives? Positives. How many more positives do we have than negatives? 1. So that atom would have a positive 1 charge. It would be a positive ion. Okay? But let's say instead of 3 electrons, it's got 6. Okay? Does it have more positives or negatives now? Which one is more? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negatives. How many more negatives do we have? 2. So that means that this atom would now have a, anybody want to guess? Negative 2 charge. Got it? Now, let's say you want to find out how many or what its atomic mass is. We know its atomic number is based off of, and this isn't hashtag, this is number sign. The atomic number is the number of protons. So what's its atomic number? 4. Okay? Its atomic mass, sorry, I can't really write well with the mouse. Its atomic mass is the number of protons plus neutrons. How many protons does it have? How many protons? 4. How many neutrons? 6. What is 4 plus 6? 10. So its atomic mass is 10. Okay. Questions so far? Okay, so you're going to play around with this. Okay, looking at the element on the periodic table, its charge, which this one is a negative charge because it's got one more electron than it does proton. Okay, you're going to look at, is it stable or unstable? This one's stable until I start adding more neutrons. Now it's unstable. Or I take away some neutrons. Now it's unstable again. Okay, and once you're done playing around with this one, click the back button. Click play for build an atom again. And you're going to do the symbol. The symbol is a little bit different. It builds the box from the periodic table. Okay, so you can see what's in here. This number right here is the atomic mass. That's the charge, and this should be the atomic number. As soon as I add one proton, what happens? It's got a mass of 1. It's got atomic number 1, and it's a +1 charge because it's got one more proton than electron. What if I add an electron? What happens to the charge? It becomes neutral because it's got one proton, one electron. They cancel each other out. It's now 0 charge. Okay, we can look at whether it's stable or unstable. Let's add a neutron. What happened to the mass when I added the neutron? What happened? It doubled. It went up because the atomic mass is the number of protons plus neutrons. Okay, so then let's add another neutron. Mass goes up to 3 and it becomes unstable. Okay, so once you're done playing around with both of these, go back and click on the games. Now, here's the actual assignment. There are 4 games to play, and those 4 games will ask you 10 questions each. You are going to play each game. You must get at least 7 out of 10. You can play it as many times as you need to until you get 7 out of 10. Okay? Once you have gotten at least 7 out of 10, you're going to take a screenshot of your score. That screenshot will be loaded onto the slide right down here. Do you see the Google slide? Do you remember how to take screenshots? What do you click? Control and Shift window, which is up above the number 6. Okay? In order to get it here, we have to go Insert, Image, from Computer. You will click Recent, and at the top of the box will be the most recent screenshot. Okay? You need a screenshot of each of your 4 game scores. Got it? How many games do you play? 4. How many screenshots do you need?
4.
Now, I think I only have 3 slides here. Hang on. If you need to add another slide, just click the plus sign right there. Okay, but here's the game. So it'll ask you questions like, look right here. How many protons? 10. So which element is it? Well, this has 1 proton. That one has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, is it a neutral atom or an ion? What makes it neutral? Same number of protons and electrons. Does it have the same number? 10 protons, 10 electrons. Same number, so it would be neutral. Let's check. Yay!
I love that ding noise.
All right, next. What atom is this? Guys, if you're at home, if you can mute your mic. Send any questions to the chat. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Tanner. Hi, Tucker. I'm going to go ahead and mark you guys as here. Did you get in time to hear all that we were saying?
I got here a little late because the thing said 2:25, and I got here around 2:23.
Yeah, it did. We finished our test a little early. So
Yeah, that's why I got it on at 225.
okay, any of this
I didn't hear a lot of it.
okay, any of this that you didn't hear that you don't understand, just let me know and I can go back over it with you, okay? Once I get
Okay.
everybody set. But let's take a look at this game. So essentially you're going to do the build an atom. You're going to play around with the atom and the symbol, just looking at different things like what happens when you add a proton. Well, you can see hydrogen's lit up on the periodic table. Okay, and you also see the mass change to 1, the atomic number is 1, and it's got a +1 charge because it's got one more proton than electron. If I add an electron, the charge goes to 0 because now it's got 1 positive, 1 negative. They cancel each other out. It's a neutral atom. Okay, nothing happened to the mass, nothing happened to the atomic number. The atomic number is based on the number of protons. So if I add another proton, it now changes it to 2. You'll see the atomic mass went up to 2. Okay, atomic mass is the number of protons and neutrons. So if I add another neutron, what happened to the mass? It went up. If I add another neutron, what happens to the mass? Goes up again. Okay, if I click unstable or stable, you can see that this is a stable atom because of the number of neutrons in here balancing it out, causing the protons to stick in there really good. If I take out my neutrons, what happens to the atom? It's unstable. It doesn't have enough to stick to. Okay, it might fall apart. Hopefully not. Okay, let's add another electron. What happens? Still unstable, but now it's a neutral atom because it's got 2 protons, 2 electrons. Okay, we also talked about how the periodic table is organized by atomic number. So that's atomic number 1, helium is number 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9, neon 10, sodium 11, and so on and so forth. You read it like a book. Okay? Once you're done playing around with those 2 tabs, atoms and symbols, then you play the game. There are 4 games. You must get at least 7 out of 10 correct for each of them. So play them as many times as you need to. Once you have your score, you're going to take a screenshot and put it on that slide. Did you guys hear that part?
So we take a screenshot of every single one?
Nope, you take a screenshot of your score. So if you watch, are you ready? Okay, so this is element, what do you think? It's got 2 protons. Helium, let's see. Is it neutral or not? Neutral because 2 protons, 2 electrons. Good. Okay. Next one. What atom is this? What element? That would be 1 proton, 2 protons, 3, 4, 5. Is it neutral? Yes. 5 protons, 5 electrons. Okay. Which one is this one? Carbon. Is it neutral? Yes. Okay. Which one is this one? 2 protons, helium. Neutral or not? Yes, neutral. Okay. What element? Hydrogen. Is it neutral? No, it is not because it's missing electrons. So ion. Yay! Okay, so now I would take a screenshot of this. I got 10 out of 10. Okay? Then when I click continue, I can play the others. All right. Guys at home, please make sure that your mic is muted unless you are talking, and put your questions in the chat. All right. Questions in the classroom. Got it? Now listen, anytime we're doing classwork and we don't finish in the class, finish it at home. Okay? And if you don't get it finished tonight, I don't count assignments late. So if you get it turned in tomorrow or you get it turned in Thursday, that's fine. But listen, once I've graded it and it's in the grade book, you're going to have a 0 if I don't have it. Okay? So mom and dad might be a little concerned about the 0. If you submit it after I've graded it, what do you need to do? email me and say, Miss Kalk, will you change my grade or will you go in and grade the atom simulation? I've submitted that in Canvas. Okay? All right, at home, questions. Killian, seriously? That's your question? You can get up and go to the bathroom anytime you want. You don't have a teacher telling you not to. All right. Folks at home, stay on Google Meets until the end of class. That way, while you're working on this, if you have any questions, you can send it into the chat room and I can answer it before the end of the school day, okay? You don't have to leave your camera on if you don't want to. So if you want to turn off the camera, work on your atom simulation, just know that I am here until 3, and you can ask me questions directly, okay? All right. I'm going to check on them. Tucker, you good? Okay. Avery, you good?
Yep.
Okay. Tanner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Tristan, you good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you guys have any questions, I think there are a few more in here, aren't there? Anna, how about you?
I'm good.
Okay. Madeline, are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. And my camera is blocking the rest of you. Here we go. I can't see you. I know there are more. All right. Anybody else need me right now? All right. Get busy. And if you have any questions, send them to chat. All right, guys. Let's do it. If you think you've got it, based on everything I just said, you want to play the game, fine. But listen, if you get stuck on the game, go back to the simulation or open it in another tab and then play around with that simulation to try and help you answer the question. In fact, if you have a question in the game, you can always build it in the simulation to help you answer the question. And everybody, mute your volume, please. Everyone, mute your volume. At home, mute your volume. What in the world is he? Did he fall? Oh, I saw that. Like that. All right. I gotta stop recording now.